Today we're at Lake St. Clair near Port Huron, Michigan, and we're going to go out on the Channel Cat, the DNR's boat, to survey sturgeon populations in the St. Clair River.
We have some set lines in the water, and hopefully we'll be catching some lake sturgeon and tagging some lake sturgeon today.
This project is important to Rivers Our Life because it hits two of our three pillars. The first pillar being education and awareness, and then the second pillar being water and ecosystem health.
Lake sturgeon, they're obviously important to the ecosystem. They fill a role transporting nutrients throughout the system. A lot of people like to fish in the St. Clair River for lake sturgeon. They're also culturally important to Native Americans. It's one of those fish, they're just a symbol of conservation throughout the Great Lakes.
Sturgeon are definitely an indicator of river health. Something that's a really remarkable trait of sturgeon is that they are very, very resilient. We know that sturgeon can withstand a lot of different things that are thrown at them, but we also need to keep track of their health. If they are healthy, we know that the rest of the river is healthy.
Once we get a sturgeon in the boat, we'll put them in our live well. Then we'll weigh the fish, put it on a measuring board, get the total length. We'll measure girth as well. We'll look for any abnormalities on the fish. We take a fin clip for genetic purposes. We sex the fish using genetics. Then after that, we put the fish back in the live well and then eventually release the fish back into the water after we tag it. Today we caught probably fewer fish than we normally do. We caught 2 sturgeon, both juveniles. Both these fish we're going to take to the Sturgeon Festival tomorrow, so we'll put them in our stocking trailer, transport them up there tomorrow, put them in the touch tank and release them after the festival.
Hi, this is Tegan.
And this is Brooke.
And we are Rivers Our Life. And we're here today in Port Huron for
Sturgeon Fest!
We are at Friends of the St. Clair River's annual Sturgeon Festival event. This is our 13th annual event here on the Lighthouse grounds. Friends of St. Clair River is the region's largest environmental nonprofit. We focus on land stewardship, recreation, environmental monitoring, and community education, and connecting people to the special places, rivers, parks, and trails around us. Blue Water Sturgeon Festival is centered on providing close encounters with the Great Lakes' largest and longest living fish, which we affectionately call the gentle giant of the Great Lakes, and that's lake sturgeon. That's what the star of the show is here today. We have our live sturgeon encounter going on the beach where people can see the giant lake sturgeon that are caught. And then all of the event culminates at the very end of the day where we hand release all of our sturgeon back into the wild.
This is our first year participating in Sturgeon Fest. We're all gathered here to just celebrate the sturgeon and see everything that's going on. We are a sponsor of this event and we have a booth here today and we're just excited to be here.
For 136 million years, lake sturgeon have been swimming the waters of the Great Lakes, but humans brought lake sturgeon to the brink of extinction. Now lake sturgeon are a protected species. There have been acres of new spawning habitat created in the river, and it's a really great comeback story. Our partnership with Rivers Our Life is really important because conservation is a long game. It takes a lot of collaboration, and so we appreciate the collaboration with Rivers Our Life to support our mission and our work for Great Lakes conservation and protection.
We're going to continue conservation and restoration work in Michigan. There are different areas of the state where we're stocking sturgeon still, we're restoring habitat, removing dams. Continue to move forward and hopefully push them closer to delisting them from the Michigan threatened species list.
My hope is that the population continues to thrive and that we, as the people of Michigan, appreciate the sturgeon and are willing to do the things that we need to do as humans to make sure that we're taking care of our waterways.
The river is in a much better place today, but there's still more work to be done until the river is safe for fishing, swimming, and drinking for all.